It's time for us to speak up. Who am I talking about? Well, us purebloods. This time last year, many of us were apprehensive about disclosing our status because society was discriminating against us. At the moment, there appears to be a lot of people who attended the concerts who were suffering various flus, colds, and other illnesses. And I think it's now time for us to tell those people that we're purebloods and we're not suffering from these flus and colds. And hopefully they might make a connection there, that, well, I'm okay. Maybe it's because I didn't go to the concerts 3, 4 times, whatever it is. Other people have been talking about whether they should forward on material about possible issues with the concerts, causing various blockages, let's say, inside. And some people think, well, you shouldn't forward those things on because all it'll do is make the concert goers worried about their future health status. And as there's no refunds with the Britney Spears concerts, there's nothing to be gained from it. You're just going to cause them unnecessary worry, and that would be cruel. That's the argument. For me personally, I would say no. We do have to tell them, and there's two reasons for that. First of all, if we tell them, they're less likely to go to any more concerts, and therefore it's helping them because the fewer concerts they go to, the better chance they have of surviving this. In well, surviving full stop, or maybe having slightly better health than they otherwise would be. And then the second reason I think is self-protection. That if they try to wheel out the Nazi pass again, the more people who are refusing the fourth and the fifth concert tour, the better it is for purebloods like ourselves. The other thing that I think we should talk about really is asking the concert goers, particularly the really keen concert goers who are still buying into the narrative, is to ask them a question, and that question is designed to break through their programming. Because I don't know if you've noticed this, if you talk to many of these people, you don't get very far into the conversation before they start coming up with spewing out these program responses that they've absorbed as repeater stations. So it kind of reminds me of that scene in the first Terminator film where Arnie is repairing his eye in this cheap hotel room, and there's a terrible stink coming out of his room of like rotting eyeball or something. And the hotel owner shouts down the corridor, hey buddy, what have you got in there? It smells terrible, or something like that. And then, you then see the inside of like Arnie's computer brain, and there's like various pre-programmed options that come out, and it's a bit like the people who've been going to the concerts. They've got the anti-thingamajig, they've then got the, oh, that's just a conspiracy theory, and they've got these set responses, and they kind of like select from one of those. And if you do that, you're not getting through to them at all. Okay, so what I'm going to tell you now is the killer question to ask these programmed people, and the question is this. So you say to them, well, I've never been to the concert. Pause, let that sink in. They might come back at you with, amazement, And then you say to them as the follow-up, and this is the killer question, you say to them, so what advantages do you think you've gained over me as a result of you attending whatever it is, 2, 3, 4 concert tickets? And what I found is that just stops them dead in the tracks. They don't have a programmed response to that. And you can actually see that break in the programming occur on their face. Their facial features just drop, and you've actually managed to break through the programming, and you've reached inside of what's still left of their mind. Yeah. So I really would recommend that. So one more time, you ask them, oh, I've not been to the concerts. What advantages do you think that you've gained over me as a result of you deciding to go to the concerts? And it works. That's a very good way of waking these people up, because we still need to try to wake these people up, I think. And yeah, and I've said this before. It's in the book of Ezekiel. Ezekiel, like, is a prophet in the Old Testament, and basically, God asks him to warn people. Ezekiel, like, basically prays to God and tells him, but he says, like, God, they're not going to listen. And God basically says to him, it doesn't matter. What I want you to do is to still warn them, still try to wake them up, even though you know in your heart of hearts that it probably won't work. But maybe this thing of asking them questions, that's probably the option that gives the best possibility of a breakthrough. And as I keep on trying to say, the thing that we've got to do is to break through the programming. They've essentially been hypnotized. They've been put in a hypnotic state for all of the I'm just going to say programming, propaganda, same difference. And we have to break through that. And asking them that question, I've had some good results with that. So, why not give it a try yourself? But I think we actually have a duty to just keep on speaking up, keep on speaking up, keep on telling these people we're fine. Because I think they didn't manage to get rid of the control group last winter. And you know how desperate they were to get rid of that control group. And, we survived. So there's no point in being a control group if we're not speaking up about our status and the fact that we're healthy, yeah, because we didn't go to any of the concerts. Okay, apologies for that. I've got to be careful about doing all of these symbols because people will think I'm part of the Illuminati or whatever. But that's a joke, hopefully. Anyway, God bless, and see you later from sunny. Well, it's sunny Finland, a bit snowy really. So anyway, God bless.